Who is ready to judge Call of Duty based off of some patch notes? I am. If you didn't see it, we got the Season 2 Reloaded patch notes early before tomorrow when it actually comes out at noon Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be going through the multiplayer and Warzone patch notes on, wrong button, this video, and kind of breaking down what's new, what is changing. We don't need to go through everything. Like for example, this is the new grind map. We know that that's coming. We got grind ooze, and then we have bullet, which apparently this map is going to have 6v6 on it. I don't know how that's going to work. It's literally a straight line. Then we have our new weapons. So basically all melee weapons except for, do they have it in here? Yeah, the D13 sector. It says armory or bundle blueprint unlock. So it's going to be in a bundle right away. And I'm not sure how the armory is going to work at this point. They have not explained to us how it will actually be unlocked, just that it'll be in the armory pretty much right away. Or maybe it might not actually be there tomorrow. We don't know. Belt fed attachments, new perks, all coming via the events. New zombies limited time mode, and then we get into the actual patch notes. So starting out with the GPR. So this one is getting a buff, it looks like, mainly to the short or maximum damage range. Then the CHF barrel gets a reduction, so a penalty there, as well as rapid fire gets a buff up from 7% to 10%, and horizontal recoil penalty up as well. Overall, I would say a buff to this one. Yeah, CHF barrel, just reduction in recoil, that kind of thing. The Fang. So this is a weapon that I thought was pretty good, but a lot of people were saying wasn't as good. So pre-fire delay improved to 25 milliseconds. So that is a buff. Slide to fire speed improved. So that's a buff. Dive to fire speed improved. Aimed on sight speed improved. Movement speed improved. Crouch. So basically all of the movement mechanics on the Fang are improved, like literally all of them. So that's actually a pretty decent buff movement wise on that one. The SWAT 556, the burst delay is reduced. So that's a buff. And the rapid fire burst delay reduced as well. This is interesting. This could make this weapon pretty decent. The Sarkov, small improvement to shot queuing, not a big deal on that one. And then the AEK, this used to be a very, very good weapon with certain attachments. The full auto mod is what got addressed here. Base headshot damage multiplier increased, and headshot damage multiplier with CHF barrel increased as well. I don't think that this was a bad weapon. You just needed to use a lot of attachments on it in order to make it good. So an interesting one there. Sniper rifles addressed an issue on some fast mags. Melee, we are improving some melee lunge distances. So with the knife, lunge distance increased by 1.3 meters, baseball bat 1.8 meters, and power drill 1.7 meters. That's a big one on the power drill. The underbarrel crossbow increased the ammo count, increased the ADS zoom, and increased projectile velocity. So should be better all around. As we talked about, our multiplayer maps, search and destroy an issue with a 1v3 medal. Spawns and team deathmatch adjusted spawn logic to reduce chances of flipping too soon. That is great. That should have happened a long time ago. Domination adjusted spawn logic to slightly reduce the stickiness. That's an L in my opinion. I really liked the domination spawns. I wish they didn't fix that, honestly. Then we have all modes increase the time that the death will affect enemy spawn positions. This should result in less immediate flipping. So all in all, it might be okay with domination. We'll have to wait and see until tomorrow. LTM highlight adjustments. Okay, so this is the TMNT mosh pit. I am not going to talk about this until we can play it tomorrow. So it'll be up on the channel at some point. Or if you want to watch me live, we'll be live as soon as the update goes live at noon Eastern Standard Time. The playlist update, TMNT mosh pit, grind ooze 24/7, small map mosh pit. Also, I'm a little worried that they're also just going to add regular grind and be like, look, another new map, but small map mosh pit, which I think is a W all around. Gun game, prop hunt, and gunfight. I'm still waiting for gunfight tournaments. Perks, shrapnel radar, explosive kills no longer activate shrapnel radar ping. Tracker, address an issue where enemies were not consistently pinged, free for all. All right, score streaks nuked addressed an issue, and hand cannon addressed an issue as well. User interface. Zombies, just a ton of bug fixes. I'm not going to go through all of those. You guys can like pause it here if you want to read through all of them, or just go to the patch notes for yourself. Just a lot of them. Directed mode is coming for the tomb. LTM, the Cowabunga cranked. Now, they don't tell us whether these are coming tomorrow or as a part of the TMNT event next week. It's not said. It's really, really weird. But yeah, we have global weapon balancing as we're talking there. We're going to get into Warzone in a second. Mutant injection, addressed issues, more issues. And it looks like that's about it. So let's go over and check out Warzone. These ones I'm interested in because I've seen some of these in advance and I'm torn. Let's just say it that way. So Warzone playlist wise, we have ranked play BR for trios. Then we have battle royale, solos, duos, and quads on Urzikstan. Resurgence, solos, duos, trios, and quads on Rebirth Island, and just quads on Area 99. And then plunder quads on Urzikstan. Same thing we've been looking at for a long time now. Combat records have now been enabled. That's good. Repeat loadout drop access after death. So this is one of the more controversial ones, and I would love to hear down in the comments whether you're taking this as a W or an L. Essentially what this is saying is that previously, if one person on your team did not take the loadout, you could keep going back to a loadout over and over and over again. You can no longer do this. Now, I think the reason why they're doing this, and I don't think that they say this, but they called it an exploit. Now, some people are going to say that this was a fun thing, so they shouldn't remove it, but I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it so that your life matters more, but I don't think that this is the way to do it. I think it should matter whether or not you are able to be brought back easily, but you should be able to get your loadouts easily, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm wrong, but you can let me know what you think. Weapon trade station balancing. Trades now downgrade the weapon by only 1 rarity instead of 2, so that's a buff to trade stations. Trade interaction times have been significantly reduced, so you can do it faster. Fire sale trading offers have been improved. Loadout drop markers no longer take priority when pinging near them. Stamina bar. They added a stamina bar that displays the amount of tactical sprint a player has remaining, which is off by default. So I think this is good. But based off of the new slipstream perk, I almost think that they should just remove tac sprint. I'm curious if that's a common opinion or not. Players can enable it in settings, so it's not going to be on right away, but you can turn it on. Lethal tactical refill on loadout pickup, quality of life. Matching lethal and tactical equipment will now be refilling upon pickup loadout. Okay, pretty plain and simple. Auto pickup, good. Kill cam delay. A short delay of 0.5 seconds have been added at the start of the kill cam to prevent players from accidentally skipping it. Weird, but okay. Airspace too crowded notification. The airspace too crowded notification message will now also play when equipping a kill streak based on where the player is looking. Strange one, but okay. XP text adjustment. The XP text was positioned too close to the center of the screen. This is now improved. Disconnect icon on scoreboard. Added a support or disconnect icon on the scoreboard to indicate when a teammate has disconnected. Pretty plain and simple. A gulag kill feed icon. They've added a distinct kill feed icon for the gulag. I think that's neat, but not necessary. Kill feed visibility. Squad members can now see their teammates' eliminations both in and out of the gulag. Okay. Favorite loadout priority. A player's favorite loadout will now appear as the top loadout, which is good. D-pad functionality in the winner circle. The winner circle, blah, blah, blah. You can use the winner circle, just like multiplayer. Improved icon fade distance well ADS. Increase the distance from which so basically when you look at a ping ADS, it'll fade away better. These are all good things so far, by the way. Recon drone damage feedback. Players using the recon drone will now receive feedback when taking damage from enemy players or environment hazards like gas. Loot disruption of perk packs. Made improvements to how perk packs overlap. Enemy advanced UAV voiceover improved, and air message deploying boxes. One thing you'll notice is a Mountaineer still not fixed. Added it with season 2, like one of the only additions with season 2, not fixed. Oh, wait. I might have spoken too soon. A fix for the Mountaineer perk is set. Oh, no. To launch shortly after the release of Season 2 Reloaded. We understand that many players have been eagerly waiting to use this new perk. We are sincerely apologize for the delay. Well, we would prefer to release it early. Dude, you did release it earlier. It just didn't work. We appreciate your patience and can't wait to experience it soon. Stay tuned for update. Okay. Low profile. This is increased movement speed while crouched. This is a weird perk. I don't get it. I think it's useless. Reactive armor, updated description for clarity. New description: your armor will regenerate up to 50% of its maximum if you have not taken damage in the last 5 seconds. This perk I'm pretty sure sucks as well. Alertness indicator will now always appear at the edge of a player's screen regardless of their HUD settings. So a bug fix there. Equipment adjusted the movement speed penalties for experimental gas grenades. The penalty is 5% down from, so nerf to those. Kill streaks, bunker buster adjusted the movement penalties as well. So just like the grenade, UAV adjusted the distance at which the warning call out happens. New weapon, the D13. I'm very curious to see how this is in Warzone, by the way, the D13. And then we have a bunch of melee weapons. They still don't, I'm so curious what the armory is going to, like, first of all, are these going to come out tomorrow? They haven't confirmed that. And how are they going to be unlocked? Is it just XP? I want to know. Video out on the main channel today, by the way, with a bit of a deep dive into my thoughts on the Season 2 Reloaded update. They've made some adjustments to Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 weapons. Reduced idle sway, reduced weapon bob, and reduced turn sway. That's good. Ammo attachment, high velocity. So basically improvements to all of those old weapons. I personally think they have way too many weapons in the game and should just get rid of them, but hey. The range of the AK-47, the long ranges have been improved as well as the minimum damage, so buff there. Cypher ranges nerfed all around. That's an interesting one. Might make this gun quite a bit better. Krig nerfed all around, and lower leg multipliers. Leg multipliers increased actually on both of the weapons there. Model L nerf all around. Interesting one there. XM4, another nerf. Upper torso multiplier. Okay, so this should be enough for this not to be used anymore. The upper and lower torso multipliers should pretty much be the nail in the coffin, I think. I'm pretty sure, yeah. And then the GPR CHF barrel recoil penalty reduced. Rapid fire horizontal recoil penalty increased. C9, nerf all around for the C9. Is that just going to make everyone use the Jackal again? Range. Max damage range 2 removed. This one might still be used. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure. That's an interesting one. Compact 92, range buff on this one. And then aim down sight speed improved. So they're trying to make this a close range meta weapon. The range on the PP nerfed all around, it looks like. Damage. So this should... They're trying to make the Compact 92 viable. And I don't know if it will be. SOG, maybe? I don't know. The close range meta is going to change here. That's for sure. The GPMG, I hate this gun. I was using it today. I do not like this gun. Range increased. That's nice. And minimum damage range increased as well. They removed that middle damage range, so... Meh. I don't think this was going to really change this one. Fang, same thing that happened in multiplayer, so no worries about that one. The AEK, damage and range buffs all around. This is interesting. This is one... This being upped and the range being up here, it makes it a 2-burst potential possible, but unlikely. I'm curious. People are going to have to try this and let me know what they think. And then the burst delay is reduced on the SWAT. That's an interesting one as well. SVD damage minimum got buffed. I don't see people using that. And then the same lunge distances with the knife, melee, and power drill. Same buff with the crossbow. Challenges have been fixed up a little bit. Bug fixes, movement and weapons. Very niche issues here. Combat and gameplay fix an issue or player. Nothing crazy there. Stability, fix an issue or game. So nothing, unless I missed it, which does happen from time to time, nothing about Ricochet. But I think everything else we are seeing here, aside from maybe the loadout, is a good thing. But I don't see... Wait, did I miss this? No, that's January 27th. So those are the only 2 mentions of ricochets back on January 27th. So nothing there. That worries me. But going back to this, mostly almost all good changes. Lots of melee weapons. They're trying to have like a melee meta. But no ricochet and not really any mention of servers stability. Yeah. The 2 most important things is there's no mention of. I don't like that. But it's an update. And I would say for the most part, it's a good update. Just not a lot of new content. And if you want to hear more about that, go check out the main channel. But these have been the Season 2 Reloaded patch notes. Let me know what you're thinking. And WRL down below. WRL.